Drones have been the biggest game changer for Ukraine. But before it changed the battlefield, HIMARS or M270 MLRS have possibly been the second biggest game changer. With Ukraine desperately needing to increase the range of their strikes in the beginning of the conflict, HIMARS rockets with around 80 km range gave Ukraine the upper edge over Russia. With several different rockets, most commonly the HIMARS rocket, or a guided multiple launch rocket system, shoots away a rocket with one of 3 warheads. The unitary blast fragmentation warhead, working against both soft targets as well as targets with some armor. The cluster version, meant to target soft targets such as infantry. And my personal favorite, alternative warhead. Which is an upgraded version of the cluster version, where 182,000 tungsten fragments are used to avoid having undetonated submunition, which is used in the cluster version. With Ukraine receiving all 3, the unitary warhead is by far the most common one. With Ukraine receiving the cluster version later on, with the ground-launched small-diameter bomb being the only weapon system that has underperformed, being too easily jammed, leading to worse precision. With upgraded versions being developed to counter this. With the ATACMS missile helping striking longer-range targets such as the S-400 system, helicopters with more. Ukraine received however only the older cluster version of the missile, and never the unitary warhead, which would be able to take out the Kerch Strait Bridge. With the newly developed precision strike missile, having over 500 km range hasn't been delivered either. But as Russia has had a really hard time intercepting the small HIMARS rocket, most likely due to the small radar cross-section and not hitting the smaller rocket with high enough precision and with too little destructive power, leading to an interception to fail even when detonating fairly close to the rocket. This has left the HIMARS system to wreak havoc on Russia's army within 80 km to the front line. Having surface-to-air missile systems, electronic warfare systems, radars, clusters of troops, ammunition depots, with other important equipment or position being hit and destroyed. With Russia having a hard time accepting these rules, often hoping important equipment would go under Ukraine's radar, often if placed far enough behind Russia's defensive lines, something that has proven time over time not to be adequate. With Ukraine having received several thousands of rockets, primarily the unitary warhead version, US inventory and lack of support more recently has now limited the effects of HIMARS. We're still a very capable system, reminding Russia's army every now and then that there's still a king on the battlefield, by leaving less for tomorrow. That's all I had for this video. Please like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.